simple as our best friend. And our choices can be our best friend, our worst enemy.
Madam, you can start back again.
Okay. Yeah. So friends, today we are discussing on this beautiful topic of choices and consequences. So as I said, uh, we all come into this world like the same naked, very sacred, very innocent, very ignorant. And after that grand entrance of us into this life, our life is nothing but all about the series of the choices that we have made at every second of our life. When you see our life, it's simply nothing but an accumulation of all the choices that we make for ourselves, that we had made for ourselves. And our choices can be as simple as our best friend, our worst enemy, and whatever choices that we have taken in our life, they took us to our goals, or sometimes they have set us orbiting into those galaxies or into those whirlpools far, far away. So when we think about it, everything in your life exists because you have first made a choice about something. And these choices are at the root of every one of your results, my results, or every other person's results for whatever the choices that they have taken. And when we observe that, each choice starts a behavior pattern in us. And that behavior pattern over a period of time becomes a habit. If we try to choose poorly, we try to go back again into those chessboard, making again harder choices to make ourselves better. And if you don't choose consciously at all, what happens is that we all stand like in passively like a bystander on the road, and we take up choices that are thrown at us. These choices, many people, they tend to forget or even ignore the freedom that they have to make choices for themselves. And they decide what kind of life they want to live. But rather we let people or the society tell us what they should do or what we should do with our life. We are taking up the choices that people and society around are throwing at us. So it's very important that we take control. Even that is also a choice. Taking up the choices of the other people as a part of your life is also something or the other, the choice that you're making in your life. I can say from my own personal experience that I have made plenty of choices based on what I thought other people wanted. And I can honestly say those are the decisions I regret the most. And I also don't want to live with regret for the choices that I have made to satisfy other people. And now I realize that I have the freedom and the right to make choice for myself. I realize, that my choices are my own. And I realize that the consequences of my decisions will also be my own. And I'll live with those consequences with no regret. And because of this, I'll be happy with all the choices that I'll make in my life. So in the essence, you make your choices and then your choices make you. And I hope I'm not confusing anyone, but this is what it is. You make your choices, and that choices that you have made, they'll make you over a period of time. And every decision, no matter how slight it might be, it completely alters the trajectory of your life. Whether you want to go into a college, whether you want to marry that person or not to marry that person, whether you want to have that last drink before you want to drive back home, whether you want to indulge in a gossip or just stay silent, whether you want to take a couple of calls in your work, or you can take that decision that this is it, this is the end of my day, whether you want to live or you don't want to live, every choice has an impact, and that impact has a compound effect in your life. And we all know that as a soul we had made a choice. We had selected our parents and decided we'll be born to those parents and experience the life in that way. So I think the decision making has started we as a when we are as a soul in itself. But we completely forget when we come into this physical body that everything that is happening with our life is every choice that we are picking, whether you're picking it consciously or unconsciously. But at the end of the day, it's your choice. So we also need to understand that, every choice comes with consequences. And when you think about it, everything around us is either a choice or a consequence of your past choice. We might think that, today I've decided that I'll do this, and I'm going to correct my lifestyle. But, your choices of your past and the consequences with respect to them are going to affect you. We need to face them also. So that's why to have a better future, you have to make a better choice today. And how do we make better choices? That is a $1 million question here. Now we understand that everything is our choice and everything, but how do we make a better choice? Because making good decisions at this point of time, right now, the society that we are living in, it's becoming very increasingly difficult due to the constant, ever increasing noise around us. The abundant information that is being provided to us is unprecedented. So much information diarrhea is happening to us every day. And the pressure to achieve a picture perfect, successful life is actually making it more difficult for us to reconnect with our inner voices. Those are the guiding machines, those are the decision making guides, our inner voices. We have completely lost touch with them. So to make a better, or to have good choices in your life, or to take good decisions in your life, there are many rules, but I think I founded upon these 6 or 7 of them, which I wanted to share with you today. The first one is to accept the consequences. You are late to a meeting, you missed an important part of a meeting, but that before night you have choose to be somewhere else. You are not prepared for that meeting. That is a choice that you have taken. You need to face the consequence. You are working day and night and you missed your best friend's birthday. That was your choice. So it's your choice to prioritize your work over your personal life, or give space to your personal life as well as your work. It's your choice. You choose to eat salad over pizza for dinner, and you're gaining weight, and next day morning, how do you feel it? So once you realize that every choice comes with the consequences, and when we start living by this mantra, I think you'll start making different choices, very conscious choices. And accepting the consequences when making the choice, whenever you're making a choice, you should always be ready to accept the consequences of that choice. Because when we accept those consequences, when we are ready to accept those consequences, that will make us more prepared, and it will be much easier for us to live with those choices that we have made in our life. And the second one is not making choices. This is very important. Not making choices is a choice that comes with its own consequences. This is very interesting. Here, what is the consequence when you're not making a choice for yourself? We understand that making choice is very hard, and the repercussions are going to be very hard. We have to face the consequences. So I better won't make any choices in my life. Now we need to understand that this also will create a consequence in itself. The consequence here is that now you're gonna live by some other's rules. Somebody else is making choices for you. Now you have to live by their rules. And here the difficult part is, it looks much easier, but you have no say in where the direction of events is taking to you. You have no right. You can say no to anything that's happening to you. And you can't blame others for your misery, for your failures, for the inactions, for whatever is happening in your life, because it's your choice not to choose. So it's your consequence that someone else is in charge of your life. And so choosing not to choose is the worst of the choices, because here there is nothing else you can do with your life. You're just going with the flow. So for going with the flow with respect to someone else's decisions, not with your inner intuition. That is very important. And third one is stop blaming others. It's very, very easy to blame others, the government, your boss, your mother, your father, your society. You can name anyone. It's very easy to blame. But where this mentality, gives you, or is it working for you? Does it help to, give you better job or better life in your everyday life? It's making you much happier. When you say that it's your colleague's fault, that's why your team, something in your project or whatever the work you're doing has failed because it's your colleague's fault. But Did you take that choice to defer that opinion? Did you raise your hand? Did you stood up to express your opinion? Did you fight out your arguments? Did you put your best to change that situation? So if you haven't done it, then you can't blame anyone else. So it was your choice to go with the flow of what was happening. So then the consequences are yours too. You have to face it. Playing victim of the choices of others is always an option, but the only good it will do is, it will just give you, waste your energy and give the time to gossip about someone and complain about someone and feel less responsible for whatever that is happening. You're not taking the responsibility for whatever is happening in your life. You're pushing it onto someone else. So stop blaming others, take the consequences into your hands and take complete responsibility of your life, what is happening with you. That will give you much easier day, and you will sleep well in the night. And the fourth one is, I think, don't make choices in a hurry. Rushing a huge decision, under pressure is something which we all go through every day because we are given multiple of choices. But take some time, you need to review each of your choices that are set in front of you. Take time, gather all the information that is needed for you. And it is possible that you may have overlooked some information, and your perspective can change when that information is available to you, and it can change from time to time. So every time you have to make a decision, try to visualize it. I think that would really help you visualize each of the choices to give the best scenario that is possible to you, and just see how it is going to play out. And when you make it as a habit to see the choices that are available to you, you're imagining, whenever you have many options out there, when you are stuck with picking up options, you figure out best of the three options. You try to visualize those options and see how it delivers a positive outcome. What is the most possible positive outcome that can come into your mind? When it happens, then it will be very easier for you to choose the best choice that is there for you. And that is one of the very important thing that we should never make our choices in a hurry. And the fifth most important thing I would want to say is that there are no bad choices, because everybody makes poor decisions once in a while in their life. There are no Mr. Perfects that make no mistakes. Now, the only difference between those who seem like Mr. Perfect and those who don't is the way that they are handling the consequences and how they are, you know, embracing their failures in their life. That's the difference between them. What matters more than making a poor life decision is how you handle those decisions afterwards. So if you regret it, you beat yourself and over it and you can't move over it, versus you are finding ways to fix it and you are finding ways to learn better and doing better next time. That is the difference there. And actually, the fixing those consequences of your bad choices or the failures that you have taken up in your that has come into your life can produce better results when you could have not expected actually in your life. So every experience is a learning experience if you choose it to be. That is also very important here. And the other thing is that take a choice and stick to it. A decision is more like a commitment, and you have to decide if you will be able to stick with that choice that you have chosen, regardlessly of all the challenges, all the circumstances that have come with it. That comes with every choice. There are challenges and circumstances that come with every choice. So we need to take the pros and cons of it and stick to that decision. So every choice has a result or a consequences that can either be good or bad for us. And if it turns out that the choice you have picked is not good at all, you have to not regret your choice. Instead, learn from the mistakes that you did, so you would not be able to make that same choice again, and you'll make a better choice the next time. So it's better than changing your mind frequently and not being indecisive of what choices you have to take. At least try, fix to a choice and try to work with that choice. That will help us to make better choices also in rest of the later part of our life. And most important thing is that trust your intuition and be proud of all the choices that you have made, and that will make your life much happier. But always be conscious of what choices that you're making, because it's not only affecting you, but it is also affecting the people around. So this is something about the choices and the consequences of the choices that we have to look into our life. And these are something which I have understood with whatever limited life knowledge that I have, that these are very important. And be proud and be happy of every choice that you make in your life, and embrace those choices, embrace those consequences, and just enjoy those experiences in your life, because your life is nothing but series of choices that you make in your entire life. And when you do meditation, that is important here, because day in and day out, our sense organs are all over the place. They are busy gathering information, accumulating information, not knowing what to do, what not to do. But when you sit down, close your eyes, try to satiate those sense organs, try to bring them to a balance, try to reduce those unwanted, unnecessary thoughts. Then you sync with your beautiful guide that is within you, that soul within you, that will help you to guide to make better choices. But we need to understand that every choice has its consequence, and it will give us that strength, give us that power and love and compassion to go through that choice in a much better way, and make ourselves more confident, and our intellect will start developing to take better choices in our life. So this is something about the choices and consequences. If anyone wants to share anything on it, please do. Yeah, Srini sir.
Beautiful concept, ma'am. Thank you very much. But I want to give you a suggestion. This topic needs a good slide material. It is very difficult to remember all the 7 rules, though all of us know about them, but a structured way would be greatly appreciated.
Sure, sir.
And I just want to add another concept to what you were saying. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, has come up with a topic called as regret minimization framework. If you can study and use that in your slides, that would be helpful. In a nutshell, what he says is whenever you are going to take a decision, or whenever life is offering you choices, you have to think the regret that you are going to feel if you are not taking the decision. So that is the biggest psychological framework he has used in all his decisions. Because when he started in '96, his first profit came after almost 18 years or 19 years. So many people have discouraged him, but that regret minimization framework has helped him. So please study that and you add it to your presentation. Thank you, ma'am.
I'll work on it. Thank you. Thank you. Rajesh.
Rajesh husband Ravi. How are you doing, ma'am? So, most of the choices we made before the our spiritual awareness is part of our soul plan. Those decisions are already made for us. All the choices are made for us as part of the soul plan. Do you agree or disagree with that statement?
Sir, I agree to disagree sometimes, sir.
Okay. Because I thought everything is planned, major decisions like picking up your wife and your kids, blah, blah, blah. All those choices are already made for us as part of the soul plan.
So when we do it very consciously, our decisions and choices change, sir.
Okay. That's what I thought. You can make better choices with the spiritual awareness and without. So another thing, I just add on to what my best friend Srini said. So every time you make a choice, I think, regret, I would say risk, you assess the risk associated with that decision or that choice, and whether you have the willingness to take that risk or not while making that choice. So you can minimize some of that, right? That's where we go about like making decisions at work, right? So you use that framework, you gather all the information that you need to make that choice or decision, and then assess the risk associated with it.
Very true.
I want to follow with Gaurav sir on this choice. And they ask for the soul science. How does that work? But it's a beautiful concept. I agree. So I think there's no better thing than, making your own choices.
Yeah, we are always making the choices, sir, but making it very consciously is making the difference. Otherwise, we are just going with the flow of the people and society around.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's also a choice.
No, making choices on your own, right? Yesterday we were talking about relationship. Even in the relationships, we act, and I think I mentioned yesterday, by taking a feedback from others, not necessarily using your consciousness or awareness to make the choices. So it's kind of tied to what we discussed yesterday night.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Yeah, Upendra, sir.
Thank you very much. Interesting presentation about decision. Every day, in our business life, personal life, we have to make a lot of decisions. One of the things, you talked about bad decision. So when you are making a decision, at that time, if it were bad, you would make that decision. So it's only on and hindsight, oh, I made a bad decision. It's like a buyer's remorse. I bought something, impulsive buying, and then I come, oh my God, why did I buy it? Do I really need it? And things like that. So to the question about decisions are already made, earlier Ravi, he was talking about, I think the way I look at it is that a destiny cannot be changed, but it can always be challenged.
Yes, sir. That's an interesting.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, Vindhya, ma'am.
Yes, Ravali ma'am, beautiful topic, and you explained very well with your examples. So I think we all, one thing that struck me and as important is taking ownership, right? Whatever decision you make, you made it. So now the consequences, face it. Like you said, you decided to take that extra drink. Now, if it is bothering you the next day, you need to face the consequences. So life is all about making these choices and then learning from it, right? So we are here to make. So I think the more we want to experience, the more we make. And same with our children too. They make the choices, but they need to also own up or learn from it. And so I think it's a very, you put it very aptly, there's no right or wrong, but once you make, you stick to, you know why you made it, and now go that path. It's like you're going somewhere, you decided to go left and go from that direction. If there is a accident on that path or if there's delay, it was your choice, you picked it. So it's fine. I mean, it is what it is. It is that path for you. So maybe you will find someone else, something else there. Maybe you'll find a great restaurant on the way, or whatever comes up. Just experience it. So thank you for discussing this. And to what Ravi sir is saying, I think doesn't free will play a choice there? Yes, decisions are made, but we have our freedom. And just like, again, you have a path you're going to go, the destination won't change, but you may choose to go a different route on the way. Yeah, so I think major decisions are made, but we may test them and we may finally take longer or, learn through them. That's what I thought it is. So thank you, Ravali ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Vindhya, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yeah, Swarna, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Ravali ma'am. Beautiful topic, making choices. That's what we do every day. So yeah, so before, it's always like whether you make choice before coming to meditation, after coming, you made it. But the important is the side effects of the choices, right? So earlier the side effects were there and you suffer. So that suffering leads to the diseases. But now you know that, yes, I made a mistake. So you learn from it. Earlier, you don't learn from it. You just suffer and you prolong on that problem. Why did I make? Or you just, we are ignorant at that time. So that's fine. But now we are aware. whether you made a wrong choice or right choice. You're aware and you don't suffer. You just learn from it, as Ravali ma'am said. So that's what I just wanted to share. So thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Sanana. Thank you. Sridevi ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Rahul madam. It's a wonderful concept. I remember that when I was listening to Sadhguru's quotations or some speech, I remember he was saying that if you need to reach somewhere, if you do 2 steps forward and 2 steps backward, basically you will not reach anywhere. You will be staying only in that place and not moving any direction. So he was saying that whatever it is, just stick to one direction and move forward, and then you will reach some destination. Whether that's the final one, or whatever it is, basically only make your direction and move that forward. Don't think that's a bad or good. Once you made a choice, just proceed. So I was like, when you explaining this concept, I just remember that.
Beautiful.
So that
Thank you.
share.
Thank you. Oh, permission, sir. Sir, you can unmute, sir.
Yeah. Namaste, friends. It's an interesting topic. My thinking on this now, before I forget, our Bhupendra sir was telling destiny cannot be changed. That is not exactly right, to my understanding. You create your destiny. This is what Swami Vivekananda proclaimed. In the sense, this is linked to, we talk about our karmas also, right? Yes. We come with our SIM card, nature, all those things. So that is what we call as destiny. It happens. But as it goes, we also get, whatever work you are doing, we will have plan A, B, C, like that. Once for soul, you get, if this is not there, if that is there, like that. So we get opportunity to make choice. So it can alter completely. It cannot eliminate probably, but still it can be changed. So this is what we call, we see, making a choice is first. And once you made the choice, you should not be wavering. Suppose you decided to marry X person. Okay, it is your choice. Now, in the next moment or within few days or whatever it is, you cannot change. It is you who made the choice. You have to see, give enough time to work. So it is your choice, consequences also. So this all will come only before making the choice, as you rightly said, we have to ponder over. Yes. So while making a choice, if you are too happy, don't make a choice for major things. Okay. Say like, okay, I've taken 2 pegs, that peg to take or not. Yes, it is a choice. You are facing the consequence. That is a momentary, temporary. But major decisions, when you are too happy or too sad, you should never make a choice. Both because emotions. That's why too much emotions are there at that time, better. So the tablet is yellow signal, a pause. That is the best thing. So once you made a choice, you have to endure enough time. My own example, I don't mind sharing openly. See, when I was 30, I decided whether to marry or not. Yes, then I decided, okay. With different ideas at that time, after marriage, old age, you will have support, all these concepts, our thinking will be there. That is the reason, okay, let me get married, parents will not be there to take care. It's a normal way. But today, is it there? We don't know. It may not happen like that. But having made it, okay. Just after 1 year, I came to know which were genetics or whatever it is. Then again, not knowing just what Sir said like that, maybe destiny, at that time I took a decision, yes. The consequences, yes. Then I had to go through, I had to endure a lot of things. But today, 45 years, we are married, life is fine. So we should be ready, that's all. Here again, as Sridevi was telling, going one step forward, two steps backward. In fact, I won't even say same back. This is what is sometimes happening. So if you want to go in life, avoid swimming against the current. You can swim along the flow. That is what is meant by flow. So now a river is there, I have to cross. Literally, I have done this. I have been drowned twice also when I was a child. So if you have to cross the river, now I have to reach a shore at a particular point there. Okay. Then if I start swimming from here, I will not reach there because there is the river is flowing this side, then I will reach somewhere there because straight river swimming is difficult. So you have to go along the current. So that is once you decided, yes. So you have to be ready, you have to go along. So while making a choice, you can make it more comfortable. For that, only that wisdom is needed. That's why right choice, it's not right choice, wrong choice telling. Yes, think little, yes. Then go ahead. This is one. So in Bhakti Yoga, and when gurus all say, you have to accept choicelessly. This again is mistaken. This choicelessly, this is what I am telling. Once you made a choice, you have to, should not go back, like a marriage or any changing of job or shifting a place. Once you have made, don't look back. Go, that's all. Then there is no choice. That is what is really meant. Yes, now for meditation, see today now 37 numbers I am seeing here. When we started 200, 300, all were there. They made a choice to enter at that time, but fickle-minded. Some may be real reasons, only 10% real reason, they are unable to sit. So what this is so, then if you call it is because of my destiny, is it so? Like this only life also, we get abundant opportunities as you move in life. At that time, we have to grab. So changing also again, like we say 1 year, 1 month plan, 1 year plan, like that. So we mistake. You cannot, 1 year plan cannot be combined with your 1 day plan and 1 week plan. That is where we get stuck. So certain things, yes. Long-term decisions, you have to think. That's why always meditative state, when you are calm, take a decision, make a choice. Once you have made the choice, yes, that's all. When you are in Y junction, here or there, you are making a choice. Having taken, then you cannot regret. Go, then you may have to come back sometimes. Yes, accept that also. That's all acceptance. Thank you. I don't want to take more time. Let's go for meditation. Unless somebody else. It's a never-ending topic, in fact. It's a beautiful concept, but we have to analyze properly without thinking too much. If you think too much, you will get only confused. That's again calling about mistakes, which are not exactly mistakes. It's only experiences. We learn from experience. That is the difference between the bookish people and the experienced people, even in meditation. People talk, many talk, are good speakers in today, all big organizations, spiritual organizations, some come and talk all so beautifully. But I find one, I don't want to name here, very famous yoga guru. One thing he told 15 years back or 20 years, I stopped talking, listening to him. All that is, it's not that I will not have problems, etc. Whenever I am stressed, I look to this, my girlfriend. That means you are not a real yoga master, right? You are depending on someone else for your happiness. Another thing, that person also, in leisure, when you go for in the break, full day workshop, in the break, he is smoking and he is justifying that also. So this is what we do in our life. We justify our weaknesses and that don't profess to others. Then we'll be really caught and we are sending the wrong message to the youngsters also, those who really are enthusiastic to come up in life, not knowing, confused. So we should never ever talk such things unless we are certain we have experience. So bookish knowledge, before sharing, please try to put it in practice. Then it will be more wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, permission. Yeah, masters, then we'll go into meditation. Thank you for that wonderful sharing on today's topic. Thank you. Just relax your physical divine body. Sit in the most comfortable position. Remove your spectacles if you have any. Close your beautiful eyes. Interlock your fingers, crisscross your legs. Just start observing your physical body. Just before we go into our Anapanasati meditation, we'll relax our physical body. Just take a deep inhalation. Do it at your comfortable pace, no rushes. And slowly and comfortably exhale. Watch your breath while you do this process. Observe your breath. One more deep inhalation. And slowly, comfortably, at your own pace, exhale. One more deep inhalation. Breathe in. Fill your lungs. Fill them up. Expand your lungs. Do it slowly, comfortably. And breathe out. Now, get back to your normal rhythmic breathing. And start observing your physical body from head to toe. Bring your awareness onto each and every part of your physical body, starting from your forehead. Breathe in at your own pace. Start observing your forehead as if you're breathing through your forehead. Bring that attention and awareness to that part of your body and breathe out. Do the breathing at your comfortable pace. Bring that awareness to that body part. Observe your eyes. Bring that awareness to your eyes. Observe your ears. Observe your lower jaw, your cheeks, your mouth. Just relax. Observe your neck, your back of your neck, the sides, the front of your neck. If you feel any tension, just take a couple of breaths by observing that particular region. Energy flows wherever the attention goes. Observe your shoulders, your upper limb, entire upper limb, your hands, your fingertips, your palms. Just slowly scan this entire region by taking a couple of breaths. Observe your back, upper back, lower back. Scan that entire region. Observe your chest. Observe that expansion and the relaxation that happens to your chest when you breathe in and breathe out. Observe your stomach region, your pelvic region. Just scan those parts of your body slowly, comfortably by taking a couple of breaths. Observe your hip region, your thighs, your knee joint, your lower legs, the sole, your foot. Take a couple of breaths and scan each and every part of your lower limbs. Now, whenever you're ready, take a deep inhalation, slowly, comfortably, and start observing your entire physical body from head to toe. Scan through your body. Connect to your physical body. It is that divine instrument which your soul uses to experience itself, to expand its consciousness. So connect to your physical body first. Scan each and every part of your body. Beautiful. Now, let us start our Anapanasati meditation. Ana means in breath, Apana means out breath, and just observe your in breath and your out breath. Be that observer of the flow of the breath that is happening inside and out of your physical body. Just travel with your breath. Be that passenger with your breath. Don't get carried away with your thoughts. The function of mind is to produce innumerable thoughts. Just let them pass away. Whenever you get carried away, when you become aware, just come back and start observing your breath. Meditation should be a happy and a wonderful journey. Be with your breath, my masters. Observe your in breath and your out breath. Masters, let us express our gratitude to this wonderful moment, to the time where we could all get together, meditate, and express our sharings with each other. Express your gratitude to this wonderful time, to this wonderful moment. Express your gratitude to your physical body. So tirelessly working for you. It is for you. It is your medium to travel on this physical plane. So express your gratitude to that divine physical body and take utmost care to that body every day. Express your gratitude to your breath, to the divine nature. We share this world with so many innumerable beings, visible, invisible to your naked eye. But we are a living, breathing entity, an ecosystem. So let's express our gratitude because we are all interdependent. Say thank you to your trees, to the animals, to the insects, to those microorganisms that you can't see with your naked eye. But they are all over your body, in your stomach, breaking your food, working for you. Express your gratitude to all those things. Express your gratitude to your parents, your mother, your father, the guru, whoever you have. Express your guru the deepest gratitude for the wisdom that they have shared with you. Deepest gratitude to Brahmarshi Pitama Patriji for the wonderful work that he has done on this planet, reviving so many souls, making meditation as a part of everyday life, giving that tool to enhance our life, to be independent, to explore this life in its all. Express your deepest gratitude. Express your gratitude to all the things that you get to use in your life, to all the people that you have met in your life. Every experience is a learning. Express your gratitude to yourself, to your higher self, to the soul inside you, around you, within you. And today, let us take an affirmation. The affirmation is, since we have talked about choices and consequences, let us take this affirmation that every moment of my life is full of choices. Repeat this multiple times in the day whenever you get stuck. Say to yourself that every moment of my life is full of choices. Yes, every moment of our life is full of choices. With this beautiful affirmation, whenever you're ready, just remove your fingers and put your palms onto your beautiful eyes, and slowly, comfortably, whenever you're ready, open your beautiful eyes. Thank you so much, Masters, for this opportunity. Have a great, wonderful day and a relaxing night. Thank you.
Thank you, Rahul, ma'am. Thank you. Beautiful
Thank you, sir.
wisdom sharing. And, so we have a few minutes, and if anybody wants to share anything or wanted to ask a question.